All right, so this one is asking for angle D, or arc D, B, E. And I went around this way because I'm following the letters. I couldn't go from, like I couldn't do this. I couldn't go D to B and then back to E. I got to go all in one direction. So that's how I know it's this whole arc. And I was asked about whether or not, how to tell when it's 360 or when it's 180, like when to use those numbers. Well, if I was to go all the way around, that would be 360. And if I was to just go halfway around, that'd be 180, because a whole circle or whole rotation is 360 degrees, and exactly half of rotation is 180. So, I don't know, a quick little note, like if you were to go a whole distance around, that's going to be 360 degrees, whereas you just went halfway around, that's 180 degrees. All right, so since that's the case, we actually could say something like, if I was to call this like X, our answer to this question dB is going to be 360 minus whatever X is. Or another thing we could do is we could just, we have these three parts, these four parts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we could add all those up, we would get it. And actually, that's going to be an easier way, because you may not notice this right away, but these two angles are vertical, so they're exactly the same. So this is actually 4W plus 4 as well. Whatever W is, when you times it by 4 and add 4 to it, you get the angle measure. So how can we get this? Well, we can use this fact first. This is a straight line right through the center. Therefore, these two angles, or these two arcs, would add up to 180. So let's start off with that. Let's say 4W plus 8 plus 4W plus 4 has to equal 180 degrees. And that would make 8W plus 12 equals 180. Subtract 12, that'd make 8W equals 168. And divide both sides by 8. Get my calculator real quick. I think it's like 21. So 168 divided by 8. Yep, it's 21. So W equals 21. Okay, now that we know that W equals 21, we could plug that in for each of these, right? So if I plugged in 21 here, 4 times 21 is, what is that, 84? Yeah, 84 plus 4 makes that 88. This would be 84 plus 8, which is 92. And remember, these two we already said are vertical, so they're exactly the same. So that means that this is 88 as well. So I got all these different angles here. And then lastly, I could do this little 2W plus 11. So 2 times 21 is 42. 42 plus 11 is 53. And so now I have all the different parts. I just need to add them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is, so dBE, the measure of our dBE is equal to 92 plus 88 plus 88 plus 53. So let's go ahead and do that. 92 and 88 make 180. We already know that because that's how we found it to begin with. 321. So 321. So here's the basic thing here, right? We can use the fact that these two things add up to 180 when it goes straight through a circle, straight through half a circle like that. So we can know that they have that at 180, and we can know they all add up to 360 when together it makes a whole circle. This time they didn't give me any information about this piece, so we couldn't really use that to add up to 360.
Hey, stop right there.
That's my son saying stop right there. So that's what I'm going to do. See you on the next video.